history. If ever there were a year to get to the veteran QB with one of the youngest offensive line in the league, it would be now. The Giants lead the NFL in sacks. Jessica Taft, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And I'll be in Tampa come Sunday for the Giants and the Bucks. We'll cover it like a blanket Sunday night on Eyewitness News. Minnesota running back Adrian Peterson is the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It was a runaway for Peterson, who led the NFC in rushing despite missing 2 games due to injury. Peterson scored 13 touchdowns. He set a league mark by rushing for 296 yards in just one game. Well, the Knicks and the Nets make their respective 2008 debuts tonight. The Nets are in Orlando, while the Knicks host Sacramento. The Knicks are banking on a lift with the return of Jamal Crawford, who's been out nursing a bum hand. Meanwhile, Stephon Marbury is back with the team. He has been working out, but it is still unclear when he might return to action.
Out here on the floor, he's worked hard, and he's doing the best he can to get back in shape.
All right, finally, 2008 is not even 2 days old, but New Year's Day brought a plethora of titillating turns. We begin at the Rose Bowl, where Desmond Reed not only helped Southern Cal stomp on Illinois, he also flipped out because, well, he could. Meanwhile, at the Sugar Bowl, it was the worst of times for Hawaii. Quarterback Colt Brennan smothered time and again as Georgia handed the Warriors a devastating first defeat. At the Cotton Bowl, Missouri running back Tony Temple trampled on Arkansas. Some amazing moves. He rushed for a Cotton Bowl record 281 yards and 4 touchdowns, and that run came with a bum hammy to boot. At the Capital One Bowl, Michigan pulled out the magic against Florida. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Receiver Adrian Arrington led the way to victory in an upset win over the Gators. And finally, outdoor hockey. A huge hit in Orchard Park, New York, as over 70,000 fans watched the Pittsburgh Penguins take on those Sabres of Buffalo. And Sidney Crosby was magical as usual. He also scored the game-winning goal in overtime. It was all in one day. It was the best of the new year. Just one day in with many more to come. I'm Scott Clark, and that's it for sports.
A plethora of titillating turns.
They should do that with all the hockey games. That'd be fun.
Outdoors, yeah. I agree.
Great way to watch
Take it up on the... There you go. We'll start a petition. That's it for us for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Bill Ritter.
I'm Liz Joe. World News with Charlie Gibson is coming up next. We'll see you tonight at 11 o'clock. Enjoy your evening.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to World News. Tonight from Iowa, for the next 2 days at least, the center of the political universe. It is down to the wire now. 24 hours from now, Iowans will gather for the most closely contested caucuses here ever. Frozen zone, polar air across the nation. In Florida, they're racing to save the crops. Almost the entire state is under a freeze warning. Crude reality. Oil briefly hits a record $100 a barrel. And Wall Street doesn't like it. And guilty pleasures. What do the candidates secretly crave? Besides votes, of course.
God, I love a good wine. Probably too much of it.
From ABC News, this is World News with Charles Gibson. Reporting tonight from Des Moines.
Good evening from Iowa. 24 hours from now, it won't just be the candidates and the media talking about it. Iowans will be doing it, choosing the next president of the United States. Is this a good place to start? Iowa may not be typical of the American mosaic, but Iowans take this very seriously, and large crowds have been turning out for the candidates in temperatures near zero. We've been with all the leaders here and start with the Democrats and ABC's Kate Snow. Kate, good evening.
Good evening to you, Charlie. Hillary Clinton's political director here in Iowa said today that caucus goers in the next 24 hours will literally be making up their minds. And so we have had a frenetic day on planes and buses following Hillary Clinton from city to city as she and her campaign try to literally reach as many voters as humanly possible and before tomorrow night's doors close. At a campaign office this morning, Hillary Clinton was energized, but it's rare to see her as energetic as she was late last night.
Thank you, Betty-O!
Clinton is trying to win Iowa, emphasizing her experience, appealing to women, taking shots at President Bush.
We cannot continue on the course that has been set the last 7 years, or we will not recognize America.
After a quick appearance on our press bus,
maybe we'll toast tomorrow night, but for now we have coffee.
it was on to Cedar Rapids.
I want to thank Leonard and Darlene, who played the accordion before I came.
Here, she seemed to go after Barack Obama.
You don't run for office to feed your ego. You don't run for office to get your name in the headlines. You run for office to help other people.
Some were sold, some were not.
Some of the fans, honestly. Obama's in town, too. We're going to go see Obama after this.
Kate Snow, ABC News, Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I'm David Wright with Barack Obama, who's hoping to win over those still on the fence.
How many people are first-time caucus goers? Raise your hands.
At every rally, a surprising number of political newcomers, voters like Diane Franken.
He's the first one I've been excited about in 30 years.
Traditionally, the Iowa caucuses are dominated by small numbers of party activists. Obama is hoping to change that. He's pinning his hopes on new voters and independents.
I'm calling from the Barack Obama campaign in Des Moines.
At campaign headquarters, volunteers are working overtime.
You have to be in line by 7 in order to participate in the caucus.
On one of his busiest days, Obama also spared time for an election thousands of miles away.
I've been deeply troubled by the recent news out of Kenya.
Taping a message urging calm in Kenya, his father's homeland, where contested elections have led to a spate of violence. As for tomorrow's vote here, Obama seems confident. But in such a tight race, he knows there are no guarantees. David Wright, ABC News, Cedar Rapids.
This is David Muir traveling with John Edwards on a campaign blitz that began as most of Iowa went to bed. 12:15 this morning, and on the O'Brien farm in rural Atlantic, Iowa, the only sound, an old metal windmill spinning in the frigid Iowa wind. But inside, the rooms were packed, the windows fogged. 12:36 a.m., and John Edwards is about to make his 11th hour appeal to the same rural voters he's been aggressively courting for years now. He's made more than 100 visits to this state since 2005, and he needs his investment in time here to pay off.
We are moving. We have momentum.
2:15 a.m., and Edwards is again delivering his pitch inside another home, this time in Creston, Iowa. And even at that hour, it was standing room only. Edwards' camp is targeting the same voters who gave him a surprise second-place finish in 2004.
First, we have to be awake.
Senator, good to see you.
Wonderful to see you.
Last I checked, it's about 2:30 in the morning.
It is. It is.
Are you getting any sleep?
I slept a little bit on the bus just now, for a few minutes.
5:15 a.m., a pancake breakfast, and then another half dozen stops.
And we are now in hour 30. You can see John Edwards just taking the stage here in Cedar Rapids this evening. And Charlie, even at some of these middle-of-the-night appearances, people were asking, where are the little ones, Jack and Emma Claire, joking, have you sent them to New Hampshire to campaign already? And John Edwards simply laughed it all, saying it's too soon. And there's a real element of truth to that, Charlie. He's got to pull it off here in Iowa, needs momentum. It is not as close in New Hampshire. Charlie?
David Muir reporting on hour number 30 of the Edwards push. Well, the Republican race, just as wide open. It has largely been a two-man battle. Mitt Romney and Mike Huckabee have been talking a lot about each other. But late today, Senator John McCain made a surprise 11th hour visit. So we covered them all, starting with our senior political correspondent, Jake Tapper, who's been following Governor Huckabee. Jake?
Charlie, if the Republican caucuses had been held 3 weeks ago, it's likely that Mike Huckabee would have been the winner. But since then, Mitt Romney has been on the attack, and Huckabee is now embattled and praying that his supporters show up to vote. It's Iowa, not Alabama, Huckabee hopes is sweet for him tomorrow, with help from supporters Mr. and Mrs. Chuck Norris.
Who's tougher? I said Mike Huckabee's a lot tougher.
In these closing days, Huckabee's gotten tougher on his opponent as well, implying Romney's a flip-flopper in Fort Dodge.
Now I've changed my mind because the polls say I should.
Taking on the multimillionaire's big spending in Mason City.
And we might as well put it on eBay and sell the presidency to the highest bidder.
All the while insisting he's staying positive.
I haven't attacked him because I've never called him by name.
Tonight, Huckabee is not in Iowa. He flew to Los Angeles to be Jay Leno's first guest since the writer's strike. He was unaware he's crossing a picket line to sit on Leno's couch.
My understanding is that there's sort of a dispensation given to the late-night shows. Is that right?
That's wrong. And just the latest example of Huckabee being uninformed about a major event, which supporters worry will hurt him tomorrow. Jake Tapper, ABC News, Des Moines.
This is John Berman with Mitt Romney, a candidate sparing no expense and today sparing no opponent. In a single event, he lashed out at Mike Huckabee for going on The Tonight Show.
I guess he's more focused on the caucus in L.A. than the caucus in Iowa.
And painted John McCain as a Washington insider.
He's been in the Senate for 25 years.
Romney says his experience as governor of Massachusetts and as a businessman will make him a better leader. It certainly helped him build the biggest organization here in Iowa among the entire Republican field. He has shelled out $7 million on advertising in Iowa, more than the other Republicans combined. And he's brought in volunteers from all over the country. At this small event, many of the people holding signs were from Ohio.
Wow. It almost sounds like Iowa, but it's Ohio.
But Romney, who has been criticized for being wooden, knows he'll need more than a business plan to win.
I don't feel like a product. I still feel like a human being.
Tomorrow night, he hopes to feel like a winner. John Berman, ABC News, Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Good to see you, sir.
This is Ron Claiborne with the McCain campaign in New Hampshire. For John McCain, this state, not Iowa, is where he will stand or fall.
Yes.
You have to win here. You have to do that.
I think it has to be perceived as a win, absolutely. Yes.
Just a month ago, winning here was considered a long shot. Not anymore. In recent weeks, McCain has closed the gap with Mitt Romney here in New Hampshire. According to some polls, they are running essentially even. It is being called the McCain surge. He's surging in part because the surge in Iraq, which he has long supported, has shown signs of success. He's also getting a second look from voters dissatisfied with his rivals.
Thanks, nice to see you.
McCain is 71. Today he was asked if he has the health and endurance to serve 2 terms as president.
You shouldn't run for 8 years. I'm running for a 4-year term. We ready to go?
This afternoon, McCain left New Hampshire for a 24-hour swing through Iowa. Once far behind there, his campaign now believes another surge to a 3rd-place finish in the Iowa caucus is within reach. Ron Claiborne, ABC News, Derry, New Hampshire.
And joining me here in Iowa is our chief Washington correspondent, George Stephanopoulos. George, Iowa wasn't even on the political map until 1976. Jimmy Carter sort of put it there, and my goodness, how this has grown.
Oh, now it's a huge, huge business here. Over the last couple of years, Charlie, millions of dollars spent. You heard David Muir say more than 100 visits by John Edwards to Iowa, more than a dozen forums. Yet, even though no one's going to come out of nowhere tomorrow night, we have no idea how it's going to end. It's still going to be a surprise.
It is interesting that all those visits are made and all that money spent for basically just a few more than 200,000 people that will be at the caucuses.
That's exactly right. You're going to have, the Democrats are going to set a record tomorrow night, record turnout for the caucuses. They're going to break 125,000, probably get 150, maybe even 160,000 voters tomorrow night. The Republicans are likely to have their lowest turnout in a generation, probably around 90 or between 80 and 90,000.
It's not many votes for a lot of effort by the candidates. There have been a lot of polls here in Iowa. Can you trust them when you're talking to caucus goers?
It's really tough. It's notoriously difficult to poll caucus goers because it takes an awful lot of effort and commitment to actually come out to the caucus, more than answering the phone call from the pollster. You actually have to go there, spend a couple of hours. So that's why no one here on any team is making a firm prediction about tomorrow night.
We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night. George Stephanopoulos, thanks very much. Well, still ahead on World News, Florida facing a record deep freeze, what temperatures in the teens could do to the crops and food prices. Oil breaks through a major price barrier, $100 a barrel, making for a very nervous new year. And the candidates reveal their hidden desires, what really makes them happy when the cameras aren't rolling.
This is World News with Charles Gibson. Brought to you by Dannon Activia.
Did you have some of this holiday tree?
Yep.
And this?
Yes, I did. And it wasn't a holiday for my digestive system. Irregularity, bloating.
Start the year with this.
Activia?
Works for me.
Make your resolution the Activia Challenge. With the natural culture Bifidus regularis, eating Activia every day is clinically proven to help regulate your digestive system in 2 weeks.
I love this resolution.
The Activia Challenge. It works or it's free.
If you have a history of smoking and breathing problems, it could be COPD, which includes chronic bronchitis, emphysema, or both. Discover Spiriva, the only once-daily inhaled maintenance prescription that treats both forms of COPD. Spiriva significantly improves lung function to help you breathe better for a full 24 hours, and it's not a steroid. Spiriva is not a rescue inhaler. Tell your doctor about your medicines, even eye drops, and illnesses like glaucoma and urinary or prostate problems. These may worsen with Spiriva. The most common side effect is dry mouth. Others include constipation and problems passing urine. In the event your breathing suddenly worsens, your throat or tongue swells, you get hives, vision changes, or eye pain, stop taking Spiriva and call your doctor. Spiriva is one of many treatment options to consider with your doctor. So make a habit of breathing better with Spiriva.
Ester-C is the better vitamin C because it provides 24-hour immune support. And Ester-C is gentle on the stomach. Bolster your immune system with Ester-C, the better vitamin C.
Oh, man. You're kidding me.
Would you like to be a Publishers Clearinghouse winner tomorrow?
This is fabulous.
You can if you go to PCH.com right now.
I don't believe it.
Enter today, win tomorrow.
Thank y'all so much.
You can even win $5,000 a week for life.
For fast heartburn relief, Sarah and Amy do things very differently. Amy chews just one Pepcid Complete. Sarah chews a few Tums. And when heartburn returns, a few more. But Amy's one Pepcid Complete starts to neutralize acid in seconds and keeps working all night. So while Sarah may have to take Tums again, Amy puts her heartburn to rest with Pepcid Complete. Chew one and heartburn's done.
Here in Iowa tonight, the talk is not just about politics. It's also about the bone-chilling cold. 2 degrees in Des Moines this morning, wind chill 15 below. A deep freeze is blanketing much of the country, spreading frigid temperatures as far south as Florida, where Jeffrey Kaufman reports farmers are racing to save some fragile crops.
Farmers were scrambling today to pick every last berry and bean before the sun sets, the temperatures plunge. But the real worry here is the cold wind.
You see this stuff here? This is already burnt from the wind. This is burnt from the wind.
That biting wind arrived last night, and it is killing the tomato plants at the country's biggest grower, Damari Farms.
It's not just here in the fields of Florida. Today, a huge swath of this country that normally escapes winter is suddenly being confronted by a cold snap.
Take a look at the wind chill in the south this morning. Atlanta, 8, Nashville, 6, Charlotte, 12. And across the north, winter is in full force. But brace for a blast of spring this weekend as temperatures soar well above normal. In Florida tonight, though, that is small comfort.
It's going to be a long night tonight.
It was a long night last night. It's going to be longer tonight.
The warm weather can't come fast enough. Jeffrey Kaufman, ABC News, Homestead, Florida.
Economic news today, 4 words. Oil up, stocks down. Oil prices briefly reached $100 a barrel before closing just below that at a record $99.62. And that helped push the stock market down sharply on this first trading day of 2008. The Dow fell 220 points, the NASDAQ 42. Here's ABC's Betsy Stark.
Today's big round number for oil prices caps a breathtaking ride. Incredibly, oil was trading at just $50 a barrel less than 12 months ago.
It is a meteoric rise, and prices have moved higher for a number of reasons.
Among the reasons today, the winter cold gripping much of the nation, including here in the Northeast. And reports of violence in Nigeria, one of the world's largest suppliers of crude. On Wall Street, the strain of $100 oil on an already sluggish economy sparked a New Year's sell-off.
With oil being at $100 a barrel and prices at the pump being very high, it's reasonable to expect that consumer spending will also slow.
Which could be a recipe for recession in 2008. Betsy Stark, ABC News, New York.
Overseas now to Kenya, where for the 5th day there was violence over the disputed election there. The government and main opposition party are accusing each other of genocide. The president, whose re-election is in dispute, and his opponent are from different tribes. More than 300 people have been killed in the violence, dozens of them inside a church where members of the president's tribe had taken shelter. Pakistan today pushed back its elections from next Tuesday to February 18th because of the assassination of Benazir Bhutto. Opposition parties condemned the postponement, but said they would participate in the elections. Meanwhile, President Musharraf announced he's asked Scotland Yard to help investigate Bhutto's murder. Musharraf said he shares Bhutto's goals and declared this a time for reconciliation and not for confrontation. And when we return, small town Iowa, where the candidates meet the voters and the voters thrive on the attention.
Cholesterol. It can come from a casserole, creamy tuna and peas, and your grandmother, Louise. From Mom's lasagna, extra cheesy, and your pop, Petey. A healthy diet is important. When that's not enough, adding Vytorin can help. Cholesterol comes from two sources, food and family. Vytorin treats two sources. Only Vytorin helps block the absorption of cholesterol from food and reduces the cholesterol your body makes naturally. Vytorin was also proven in clinical studies to lower bad cholesterol more than Lipitor alone. Vytorin is not for everyone, including people with liver problems, women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Tell your doctor right away about unexplained muscle pain or weakness, which may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Certain medicines or foods may increase your risk of getting this serious side effect. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. So eat right, stay active, but if that's not enough, ask your doctor about adding Vytorin, the only medicine that treats the two sources of cholesterol.
Morning, kids.
Oh, pancakes!
I knew you'd be happy.
Bisquick Shake and Pour. Just add water, shake and pour. Bisquick Shake and Pour. Shake, pour, make.
It was so frustrating, like a mystery I couldn't solve. Night after night, strange sensations in my legs. I had to get up and move when all I wanted to do was rest. I had restless leg syndrome. My doctor said RLS symptoms usually get worse when it's time to relax. And then he said something else. Requip. He said Requip would help relieve those RLS symptoms that were making my nights so difficult. He told me what to watch for, that Requip may cause you to fall asleep or feel very sleepy during normal activities such as driving, or to faint or feel dizzy when you stand up. Tell your doctor if you experience these problems, or if you drink alcohol or are taking medicines that make you drowsy. Also, tell your doctor if you experience new or increased gambling, sexual, or other intense urges while taking Requip. Side effects may include nausea, drowsiness, vomiting, and dizziness. Thanks to Requip, the RLS mystery's not keeping me up anymore. Ask your doctor about Requip.
Something new for lunch?
Smoked chicken panini.
Really? Toasted Tuscan bread.
With the goodness of whole grain.
Let's make this for Healthy Choice.
I did.
Introducing delicious panini from Healthy Choice.
Tomorrow, finally, it all gets started with the first votes cast, and America turns to Charlie Gibson right there in Iowa, with the candidates and the last-minute campaign backstories you won't see anyplace else. Tomorrow, as history's made, turn to Charlie and ABC's World News.
The Iowa caucuses first drew the attention from the political world in 1976, but few anticipated then how important they could be. Now, there are more satellite TV trucks on the streets of Des Moines than there are taxi cabs. In Iowa and New Hampshire to follow, national presidential politics becomes local, handshake by handshake politics. So we went to the small town of Winterset, Iowa today to find out who's been dropping by. Want to know what the people of Winterset are thinking? Just ask them.
I'd support Romney. I like him real well.
We need a woman. Men have been trying this for 200 years. They ain't got it right yet. So it's time we put a woman in there to do it.
I wish John Edwards were a Republican. I like what he says. Morning, Jimbo.
That last fella is Jim Olson, the town mayor and the school gym teacher. Winterset, Iowa, population just 4,900, has a picturesque square, a single movie theater, stately courthouse, a tribute to John Wayne, who was born here, and these quiet covered bridges that were featured in the book and movie, The Bridges of Madison County. But once presidential politics comes to town, quiet Winterset isn't so quiet.
May I ask who you're going to caucus for?
There are the daily phone calls and mailings.
The desk is usually full every morning. Yeah, you do. You get overwhelmed by it.
Our phone rings off the wall with invitations to see the candidates.
Personal visits, because they do come.
This is called Winterset. So when I got off the bus, I thought, say, appropriately named.
Come and say hello.
Dave Braga edits the local paper, the Winterset Madisonian. He's also the photographer and the writer. And when he's out covering a story, the paper's phone goes unanswered.
Barack Obama's been here twice.
John Edwards?
John Edwards has been here once.
Mitt Romney?
Mitt Romney has been here once.
Mike Huckabee?
Has been here briefly.
What's briefly?
He came in, had a slice of pizza, talked to people for about 10 or 15 minutes and fled.
Once you get beyond Iowa and New Hampshire, it's all airport tarmacs, television advertising. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just a different kind of campaigning. And there are those who say presidential candidates ought to be put to this kind of a test.
With being the first in the nation to choose comes added responsibility. It also comes with political exhaustion.
I'm sick of the phone calls at home. Over the weekend, it was like, instead of 1 or 2 a day, it was like 1 every hour or 2.
Some here like the attention, some are worn out from it. Either way, come Friday, Winterset mailboxes will be emptier, Winterset phones will ring less, Winterset will be quiet again. Until 2012. And when we come back, the presidential candidates and their guiltiest pleasures. Political rivals have some things in common.
Feeling that big cold all over your body? Immerse yourself in total cold relief with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Liquid medicine that speeds relief to every inch of you. For big relief, fast. Alka-Seltzer Plus liquidates your big cold all over. Also available in liquid gel and liquid. And now break free from chest congestion and coughing with new Alka-Seltzer Plus mucus and congestion.
During the Big Seafood Festival, come in for our biggest seafood of the year, rock lobster tail, king crab legs, and try the biggest shrimp we've ever served, colossal shrimp, at Red Lobster. Come see what's fresh today.
You guys want to play through?
Sir, we're not here to play. We're here to protect.
We're the new Centrum Silver.
Better balance to work together.
Like our higher levels of C&E to support natural cell repair.
We help protect the health of people over 50.
Oh, not that it's obvious that you're...
Thanks.
Just doing our job.
Working better together.
From A to Zinc.
New age-adjusted Centrum Silver.
Steaming. It's never been used like this before.
We used a new way of steaming to create cafe steamers.
This new and unique steam cooker lets you lock in all the naturally fresh flavors by steaming in your microwave. Try new Healthy Choice cafe steamers.
Honey! People with chronic constipation are on the move, thanks to prescription Amitiza. Amitiza gave a majority of people with chronic constipation relief within 24 hours. On average, people were able to go 5 to 6 times a week, compared to 3 to 4 times without Amitiza. Amitiza helps relieve symptoms like straining, abdominal discomfort, and bloating. Don't take Amitiza if you've ever had a bowel obstruction or have severe diarrhea. Women of childbearing age should have a negative pregnancy test and practice effective birth control due to the potential risk to the fetus. Talk to your doctor to evaluate the risks. In clinical studies, the most common side effects were nausea, diarrhea, and headache. Tell your doctor if you experience severe diarrhea or severe nausea. If chronic constipation slows you down, ask your doctor if you should move to Amitiza.
Tonight, the Wife Swap season premiere, the pageant princess, the fanatical feminist.
Oh my God.
Let the fireworks begin.
You calling me stupid?
No, I'm calling you a liar.
Wife Swap, the season premiere, tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Tomorrow, as history's made and the first votes cast, Diane Sawyer and Chris Cuomo are there, live across Iowa. The drama, the emotion, and the laughs behind the scenes. No one gets to the heart of the campaign trail better than Good Morning America. Tomorrow.
Finally tonight, what embarrasses the presidential candidates, at least a little? In interviewing them all in recent months, I asked each one, what is your guiltiest pleasure? Not a one of them had to pause before answering. Guiltiest pleasure?
Ice cream. A lot of it.
Well, I have been known to chew on a cigar of questionable origin.
Guiltiest pleasure? Chocolate? Cigars?
Chocolate. And sometimes more than I should ever have.
In all forms?
Just about every form. Dark chocolate more than milk chocolate, if you're going to think about sending me any.
M&M's, Hershey bars, Reese's peanut butter cups, Nutella,
Nutella and peanut butter on toast. I mean, these are some of the great luxuries in life. Chocolate milk.
Oh, God, I love a good wine. Probably too much of it, you know. Probably know I shouldn't.
Sleeping late, which I don't do very well these days, but sleeping late. Sometimes if I get so exhausted enough, then I can sleep late in the morning, even when my kids want me to get up.
Well, now that I've stopped sneaking the occasional cigarette, which made me feel tremendously guilty, and my wife was constantly on me about it. I suppose it's Sports Center. I know I should go to sleep, but somehow I find myself being able to watch highlights over and over again, and my wife thinks it's a sickness.
And some of us have all those guilty pleasures, except maybe Nutella. And what was it on toast? That one's a peanut butter. That's a new one to me. Probably not a person alive who doesn't have a guilty pleasure. And a reminder, ABC News will provide special coverage of the Iowa caucuses all day tomorrow, starting with Good Morning America. And we'll be here in Iowa again tomorrow evening. That is World News for this Wednesday. I'm Charlie Gibson, and I hope you had a good day. For all of us at ABC News, have a good night.
This Saturday, one night, two parties, two debates. The ABC News Facebook New Hampshire debates. Gibson, Sawyer, Stephanopoulos. Nobody breaks it down better. No debate about that. This Saturday night.
Catch a quick flight to Park City, Utah. You'll have your choice of 6 daily flights from New York City that arrive before noon. And if you book your trip today, our Quick Start vacation